Welcome back, fiber friends. In honor of it being fleece season, Rhinebeck is coming up. I wanted to talk about more characteristics in fleeces that you should just be on the lookout for, or things you should consider before buying a fleece. So today we're going to talk about guard hairs and Kemp. So what is Kemp? Let's start there. Kemp is going to be a hollow, brittle, inelastic fiber that is found in some sheep breeds. It's mixed in with the rest of their fleece. I pulled out of this roving that I have here some examples of Kemp, and I hope you can kind of see what I'm talking about here. They're very, they don't take dye the same as the rest of the fleece. They usually stand out. And if there's not a lot of them, it's pretty easy to pick them out of a fleece or out of roving. Now, some spinners like Kemp because it naturally doesn't take dye the same way the rest of the fiber does, so it can provide sort of a natural heathered or tweedy look. However, Kemp does have a tendency to break. It's not a very strong fiber compared to something like guard hairs. Now, why do some people confuse Kemp and guard hairs? Well, they're both prickly. They both take dye a little bit differently. They can be longer than the standard staple length. However, the thing about guard hairs is that they're very, very strong, and they're usually pretty waterproof, or water resistant. Guard hairs are, again, more likely in certain breeds than others, or in certain fiber types. So camel, or like the rabbit that I have here. So I'm going to pull out some guard hairs for you in a moment. But before that, I'm going to talk about why sheep have guard hairs. It's usually to protect a very, very soft, downy fiber underneath. So if you're willing to separate out the guard hairs, you are often left with an exemplary soft fiber. So if I separate these out, they're a lot harder for you guys to see. So I left them mixed in with this white, long-haired lop. But these black, slightly longer stapled hairs are going to be the guard hairs mixed in with the rabbit's down. Now, why is it important to know these things? I think that when you're buying a fleece, it's just important to know what you're getting yourself into and the level of work that you're committing to for the future. So taking out guard hairs or taking out Kemp is going to be a little bit more of a time investment. However, I personally find it a lot more rewarding to pick out guard hairs because then I can spin those guard hairs separately into a very strong and resilient yarn. I feel like I'm getting my full money's worth. With Kemp, you can't really do that because Kemp has a tendency to break. As always, though, if the price is right for you and the time investment is right for you, then you do you. You buy that fleece. I just want you to make an informed purchase when you do. So happy fleece buying, and I'll see you on the next one, guys.